Hey there friends, my name is Red and this is Star Wars Yu-Gi-Oh! And today I will be sharing with you my 7 things to do before buying expensive Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. But before I begin, consider subscribing to me if you want to know how to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! On a budget. So the first thing to do before buying expensive Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards is to play test online. One of the reasons, if not the main reason why Konami doesn't want to make an official competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Online simulator is because they want you to buy product. Then they short print the cards you need, creating artificial scarcity, driving the prices on the secondary market up. So if your goal is to spend the least amount of money on cardboard, it is on your best interest to play test online, so that you are sure that those cards fit your strategy well enough so that you want to spend a lot of money on them. After I'm already sure that I want those cards on my deck eventually, I like to go back and playtest without them. This is because you can get so into playing your deck in one way that you no longer have the ability to see things from a wider perspective. Playtesting without those cards allows you to double check that you absolutely need them. Furthermore, my third step is to try to find cheaper alternatives. I'd like to exemplify this with an anecdote. Back in 2017, when Brilliant Fusion was still one of the most expensive cards in the game, I was playing ABCs, and I didn't have the means to buy the 5 cards that I needed for the engine. So I did some research and I came across the Symphonic Warrior engine, which allowed me to still play the deck while I saved some money and waited for the reprints. And that brings me to my fourth step. Before buying expensive Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, or any cards for that matter, I can't stress this enough. You absolutely have to research upcoming ban lists, products, releases, reprints, whatever. You have to know the future of the game. Not only to know when things are gonna get reprinted, but also to stay ahead of the curve and purchase future expensive cards at a lower price, as well as selling your expensive cards before they drop. The fifth thing I like to do is I try to trade with someone I know. Even if I can't cover the full price of the card, I'm still saving actual money, as well as helping a friend or a friend of a friend get rid of the cards they don't need, as well as getting cards they do need. Then if I can't find anyone who has them and wants to trade with me, I still try to buy them from someone at locals. And this sixth step is important because shipping can be expensive and it takes time. Also because having direct interaction with the person you are buying from is always a good business practice, because consumer safety is not always a priority in online storefronts. And the last thing you want is to throw your money down the drain. And before we move on to the last one, I want to give you one extra tip and remind you that if you have enjoyed this video so far, you can subscribe to me for more competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! On a budget. Well, the extra tip is to compare online prices. Yes, there are sites like TCG Player and Amazon that are huge for a reason, but checking on smaller alternative sites will ensure that you find the best deal for you, especially if you can find coupon codes or discounts or even special sales. And for the last thing you must do before buying expensive Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, please make sure you have money for your basic needs. Expensive meta-defining cards become do-nothing cards if you are sick or, God forbid, worse than that. And I can tell you this because last year I got really sick when they discovered my diabetes. And even though it had nothing to do with wasting money I didn't have on Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, in the span of 4 months I played maybe 3 times because I couldn't get out of bed. So please don't spend money that you should be spending on food and healthcare on Yu-Gi-Oh! And on that positive note, we're gonna end this video. But I want to know, what do you do before finally deciding to buy Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards? Let me know in the comments, or you can tweet at me or message me on Instagram. The links will be in the description. Hope you found this useful. Thank you very much for watching. Adios.